It's hard to believe that it's May, and actually that it's almost halfway through May is even harder to believe. Um, we have just 1 month of school left, and it is a great time to kind of reflect and then also look at what we have coming up for this last month. It's a busy last couple of weeks here. Um, May is one of my favorite months because it's a chance for us to look back and really just to be kind of in awe over how much our students have grown this year. Every year, teaching is kind of cyclical, and for teachers, May is just a really fun month because you really look back, see how much they grown, see how much they learn, and you really grow so close to your class and your students in the school. So it's always bittersweet for us as teachers, especially to see our eighth graders as they have really become wonderful leaders of our school and are ready to make that transition onto the next step in their educational journey. So, without further ado, let's talk briefly about what's kind of left on the calendar until the end of the school year here. So, this coming week, we have a new to middle school event. So, if you have a child that's entering middle school for the first time next year, we have a new to middle school meeting for parents on Wednesday evening. It's a chance for you to get to meet all of our middle school teachers and to talk about our philosophy for middle school, what the expectations will be for your child next year, and how we can partner to make sure it's a really successful year next year for your students, your child. Wednesday, also on Wednesday, is our Volunteer Appreciation Mass. If you have helped out in any single way this year, even if it was doing something for 5 minutes, we invite you to attend Mass on Wednesday. We are going to be honoring you, we are going to be blessing you, and showing our appreciation and our gratitude for all of our parents who, without you, we could not achieve as much as we do as a school. So please attend Mass on Wednesday so the teachers, our staff members, and our students can say a huge thank you to you for all that you do for us. On Thursday this week, we have our eighth graders performing a musical they've been working very, very hard on. The musical is Music Man, and it is at 1 o'clock. So please join us over at St. Cecilia Hall for the Music Man, 1 o'clock. A great chance to see our eighth graders shine. Then next Wednesday, again, if you're looking for something so sweet to participate in, our first graders will be having their first communion mass on Wednesday for our school mass. So we have many first graders or second graders, excuse me, making their first communion this weekend, and then many making their first communion next weekend. So the next week, Wednesday, is the first time that as a class they're going to receive communion together. So please join us for that mass. It's a beautiful time to see all of our second graders in their first communion attire, and they also have learned a song in sign language that they'll be singing and performing for our congregation. Something else to mark your calendar on the 1st of June. It is the last Mass for our eighth graders. It's also what we call our Moving Up Mass. All parents are invited to attend. It's a beautiful ceremony at the end of Mass where our eighth graders step out of their pews. They come up to the altar and they make way for the rest of the classes. So the seventh graders transition over to the pews where the eighth graders sit, and they kind of take their spots there. And then every class sort of moves up to their next spots in church, as it is our last Mass for our eighth graders, and then kind of symbolic and ceremonial, and we'll bless them on that day. The 2nd of June is Rainbow Olympics. We invite all parents to stop by school anytime that day. Our Rainbow Olympics is kind of our field day event. The games start at about 9:30, 9:45 outside, and the kids will be outside participating in field day events up until 1 o'clock. So stop by anytime at that day and see what's going on. Our students are going to be in mixed teams this year, so it'll be about 2 seventh graders on a team, 2 sixth graders, 2 fifth graders, and so forth. Our eighth graders run all of the events, and it's a great chance for them to display their leadership. Eighth grade graduation is taking place on that next Sunday, and then 5K graduation is on the last day of school. Again, it's right after Mass. We invite anybody from our school to attend and watch our 5Kers graduate. So we have a busy month ahead of us. It's going to go fast. And we hope that you can join us for all these wonderful activities and events we have planned.